Today is a new opportunity. It is a new day, a new chance to go get the lifestyle you want and deserve, to start something new. Yesterday is over. We can't go back and change it, but we can start today. Hello, friends, and welcome to Clayton's Motivation. You know, as we start today, it is October 1st. We are in the last quarter of 2025. It's hard to believe 75% of 2025 is over. And I know you were like me. We sat here January 1st. We made our goals. We told people what we were going to do. And we started off strong. And then we might have faded. And we might have struggled. And we might have stumbled. Which everybody does at times. But you know what? That is over with. That is history. Even if you were doing great all year, that is history. Today is a new day, new opportunity. All that matters is what you're doing today. You got to focus on starting today. You got to focus on continuing today. You got to focus on continuing to move forward today. You know, guys, I started this year off strong with some things, especially with my exercise, and then I struggled. And same with videos. I was on here doing a little short every day, and I was doing other stuff, and then I struggled. But you know what? I don't care about that. I'm not going to dwell on it. I can't fix what I did last month, which for YouTube and exercise was terrible. But so what? It is over with. Flush it. It's done. Start new today. And that's all I can focus on, and that's all you can focus on, is what is right in front of you. So, you know, as I start the last quarter of 2025, I want to do it strong, and I hope you do. So I would ask you, write down some things you want to achieve the rest of the year. My biggest thing is to get back on getting my steps in every day, exercising every day, and doing a video at least 5 days a week, if not 6 days a week or 7. You know what I mean? I'm going to work on that every single day. That is my two main focuses, besides my businesses, which have been doing great. I've been focusing on them a lot. I'm going to keep focusing on them. But I'm going to add these two focuses to it. That's what I'm going to do. And how am I going to do that? I'm creating a checklist. Every morning I get up. I do this. I do this. And then I do this. One leads into another. You know, after I get on the treadmill, I'm going to come out and do a video. Simple as that. And then it's done. First thing in the morning. If there's some things you're struggling, try to do them first thing in the morning. Or try to add them on to your habits you already have that you don't even think about. Just stack your habits like they talk about in Atomic Habits. Stack your habits one on top of another. You know, I need to exercise, so I want to get on my treadmill, but I also have to work on my shoulder, so I do that right afterwards. And then I drink a liter of water first thing in the morning, because I was getting slack on drinking my water, and I feel better when I'm drinking more water. So that's what you got to do. You got to stack your habits together. You got to figure out what works for you, and you have to start. The biggest thing is the starting. Once you start, you figure out where you want to go, what you need to do each day, break it down into tiny, tiny little mini goals, and track it. I'm a big component of tracking. I'm not very good at journaling, but if you can journal, that's great. Journaling is another great way to help you achieve your goals and dreams, to stay focused. Figure out a way for you to stay focused. What I do works for me. It might not work for you, but if you can take some tips from me, from the next guy, the other guy, all the experts out there, and make something that works for you, that's how you get your best routine. That's how you keep going forward. Because like I said, we have 2025, we have 25% left. That is it. 3 months, 90 days to get your goals where you want to go. And, you know, guys, even if you say it's not possible to get the goals you set in January, you know what? It's possible to get closer to them than if you've done nothing. That's what you got to look at. If I do nothing, am I going to get where I want to go? No. Am I going to improve my life? No. I'm going to be in the same spot starting 2026 as I was starting 2025, just more depressed because I didn't get that much closer. But if you start today, you'll get that much closer to where you need to go. So that's what you need to do. You need to work on getting where you want to go in life. Me, I want to have multiple streams of income. I want to be in health. I want to enjoy life. I'm living life to my fullest. This month, I have a lot of plans, so stay tuned for some of my adventures. But as I'm doing them, I'm also doing work. I met a young guy the other day. I was a young guy who I help. I shouldn't say I met him. I'm a young guy that I help. And I was telling him he needs to take some time for himself. And he said, that's coming from you, who always working. You know what? I think I work 1 day a week. The rest, I just call it living life to the fullest. I enjoy what I do. When I work on my book business, It's just fun. When I work on my sports clothing business, it's just fun. You know, when I work on these videos, it's just fun. So I don't classify it work. But it took a while to get to that point for me. If I hadn't started, if I hadn't worked hard at the beginning, it wouldn't be like that. And that's what you got to remember. You got to work hard in order to get where you want to go. But as you're working hard, a lot of times that work becomes fun and you don't even realize you're doing it. So stack one habit on top of another. Start today. Figure out what you need to do to get where you want to go. Track your progress. Track your activity. I every day write in a binder I have my activity for the day before. And if I met my goal or if I improved the situation, I put it in blue. If I didn't meet my goal, I put it in red. And I can tell you, last month was terrible. I had a lot of red, which I don't like at the end of the month. So this month, I'm going to try to have the whole page blue as much as possible, or even more than possible. And that's what you got to do. You got to figure a way to motivate yourself to go after your goals and dreams. And I hope I give you some great tips. I know everything I do doesn't work for everybody, but it works for me. And that's what you got to figure out, what works for you in order to get the lifestyle you want and deserve. I'd love to hear in the comments what you want to plan to achieve the rest of the year, what you're going to do to achieve the rest of the year, and what you're going to do today. Because you have to start today. Because today is a fresh new day, a new opportunity, a new chance to get that lifestyle you want and deserve. You have to start now. Like I said, yesterday's over. You can't get that swing back once you took it. But you know what? You can swing again and hit a home run because you can do it. Thank you very much. I hope these tips help a little bit. I'd love to hear some more in the comments about how you're doing. If you haven't subscribed already, please do and hit the little bell so you get notice of future videos. And remember, guys, go do something your future self's going to thank you for. Have a great day, friends.